Okay. Good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible, right? So, yesterday we discussed about menu items, right? Yeah. So, today we will look into list view. So, list view is one of the um, popular UI components that that was used a long time ago to display large sets of data to the user. But now, list view is not used to display large sets of data. It is only used to display a limited set of data. Because to display large sets of data, there are other sophisticated views available for us. Okay. So we'll create a new project, empty activity, change the batch name, and then let us also change the application name. The application name would be fruits list. So using normal list view. Okay. Now keep the defaults to their defaults. You need not to change them. If you want to change minimum required SDK, you can change it. However, I don't recommend. Minimum required SDK, you can set it to API 23. That's fine. Okay. Everything is normal in this case, except for this name. Groups list normal. Now hit on finish to create this project inside the folder. Batch 15. Right. Great. Got it. So I heard that some of you are asking for notes, right? So I'll give you the entire notes for the entire session, along with other important aspects surrounding these concepts. Though everything will be given to you by tomorrow. Okay, we are maintaining a repository, if you remember. So generally, I don't use Google Classrooms and stuff like such. I'm not habituated to it, and I don't know if these features if these features are offered on Google Classroom. I'm pretty sure that Google offers, if Google is coming up with a tool, it comes up with a pretty much quality. I understand that. However, as I did not use Google Classroom so far, I am relying on either Bitbucket or GitHub. So these are file sharing platforms, not exactly file sharing platforms, version control systems. These are version control systems. Okay, in this we can write technical documentation also. That is the reason I use this. So I am also going to try out. I will try out Google Classroom. I'll see if more features are offered on Google Classroom. I'll switch to it. Otherwise, I'm very much comfortable with GitHub and Bitbucket. Okay, so here in this repository only, I will be adding the nodes corresponding to our classes. Right. So coming back, as we want to explore list view, we can simply write list view Android, and you will get this documentation from developer.android.com. Okay, so list view is basically a vertically scrollable collection of views. That's it. You cannot scroll horizontally. Using list view, you can create a vertically scrollable collection of views where each view is positioned immediately below the previous view in the list. So if you want to have a more modern, flexible, and performant approach, you just have to go to recycler view. So recycler view is going to be our next concept. Do not worry. How do we create a list view? Just like this. You start a list view tag, set the layout width and height. provide it an ID, and then use an adapter to populate data. So how adapter can be used? Okay, this is how we customize our list view. We'll come to this point a bit later. For now, go to activate underscore main.xml. Let us remove this hello world. Okay, you need to have a start tag and an end tag. Control Alt and L will arrange the code properly. Okay, let us maximize this activate underscore main. Looks nice. Change the constraint layout to linear layout. All you need to do is write L and L. You get linear layout. Choose it. You're done. Now, give an orientation for this device, vertical. Okay. I want to create a list view. So I will type, you can just type LV and wait for suggestions. As you get list view, you can choose it. Layout width to match parent, height also to match parent. Nice. Provide this list view with an ID. I will say list view. Looks good for me. So this is the design I want to do. I don't want to complicate this design. So on main activity, what is our role? You need to create an instance of list view. As you type LV, you get list view in the suggestions. Choose it. I will write LV only. LV is the output. Now, how do we connect this LV? FBB r.id.list view. When you get these kind of errors, you know what to do. So before you do that, you can go to Gradle scripts. I did not update my SDK. That is the reason I have to change my compile SDK and target SDK. Sync now, so that this one will also be synchronized. Right, you got your error gone. Okay, the project is synchronized. Now, what is the to do? Display data on the list view. So creating a list view and connecting the list view to the actual object is not a big deal. You can easily do it. But how to display data on top of the list view? That is important. So in order to populate data, first step is step 1, create data or get data from some other source or get data from another source such as internet. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to have a list of fruits. List of fruits. Okay. Java array with a list of fruits. Java array with fruit names. You type it. Yeah. Oh shit. We are getting JavaScript. I don't want to take much trouble. That is why I'm going through these websites. Let us see if we have this red fruit to array. This is nice only. But lemon is a fruit, huh? I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, it is a citrus fruit. Correct. Okay. So we will use this code responsibly. Okay. So there is something written for us. So you can go to it, copy, So I'm just randomly copying things. Okay, not going to an API or anything as such. I'm just randomly copying things because writing app, le, apple, I feel awkward. So they are all available on internet. If we properly search it, we'll get it. No, that is why I'm okay. Cool, no issues. Whatever copied is sufficient for us. Okay. So for this, what am I going to do? I'm going to create a string called vowel because the items I have is okay, the items I have is vowel only, VOWL. So this is an array. This is an array of size. Okay, size you need not to mention here during the declaration. You can do it. But to create data, so create data. I will be creating a create data method. So Alt and Enter would easily create this data for me. I'll simply do this copy paste thing. So now I have apple, banana, kiwi, lemon, lime, mango, orange, pear, pineapple, and plum. So there are 10 items in total. Okay, nice. This is not going to return anything. It is just going to initialize this vowel array. Okay. Once the data is created, the next step is populate the data on the list view on the list view. So there is a very minor concept to understand. There is an important and minor concept to understand. And what is it? Suppose if you have a list of data or if you have a certain amount of data and you want to populate it on top of the single view. On top of the single view, you want to populate the data, but you only have one view. You want to populate multiple pieces of data, but only you have one view. In that case, we need an adapter for sure. It is dependent on which particular view you are using. However, which adapter to use is dependent on which particular view you are using. Okay, if you go to paintbrush, see, let us say you have mango, apple, banana, guava, grapes, etc. So this is your data. So what is this data comprised of? Multiple pieces of data, multiple pieces of information. So each one is a different and individual piece. Correct. But you only have one list view. So you only have one list view. That is the reason you need some kind of an adapter. So adapter is going to sit in between the exact view and the data. So how does this adapter works? So if it is in the case of list view, we are supposed to use array adapter. If it is in the case of a recycler view, we need to use recycler view adapter. Okay. What is the work of this adapter? What does it do? It simply takes one piece of data, this array adapter, it takes mango and populates mango on a text view and keeps it as a separate item. After that, it takes apple. Then apple will also be created as a separate text view. And you have apple here. Similarly, it creates a separate text view for banana, guava, grapes, and so on. So all these items are simply made to fit this list view. And it populates the data on the list view directly. So this is the work of the adapter. Collects the information, collects the data, populates it on a view. Hope you are able to understand this conceptually. If yes, give me an S in the chat. Okay, I am not going to drag this concept much more. If you understand this, please let me know that you understood this. Otherwise we will wait and re-explain on the same concept. Thanks, Sarkaraj Khan, for responding. All right, thank you, Nilakshi. Okay, Akanksha says somehow. Sweta says yes. All right. So let us code it. Then probably your doubts will be clarified. So how do we populate data? So to populate data, we require array adapter. And for this array adapter, we should define what data we are going to populate on top of the list view. The data, each piece of data or each piece of data is a string. Okay. So I would like to call it as adapter and I'll write new array adapter. And this array adapter is going to take in a few arguments. The first one might be the context, not sure though. The second one is on which layout resource you want to populate this data. I want to populate this data on a default Android layout. Android dot r dot layout dot simple list item 1. Then what data do I want to populate? Okay, Rathod is asking what is context. Yes, we will talk it. We'll talk about it. And finally, you're supposed to populate the vowel because you want to populate that. Now there are multiple questions. What is context? What is this android.r.layout.simple list item 1? We haven't seen it so far. Vowel is understandable, right? Vowel is understandable. So let us come to the first question. What is a context? So whatever the current state of the application or object, that will be called as context. Okay. Hope you got it for context. So it gives us the current object's state or the current application's state from the context. You can learn more by going to the official documentation. Okay. Yes, Akansha, correct. Context referring to this class main activity. Correct. Absolutely. Of course, instead of this, you can also make use of certain other methods, such as get context, get base context, etc. There are multiple multiple items as such. So let's not get confused or overloaded with it. Simply, you can understand that it is a current applications context, current applications in state. Okay. So if you see the literal meaning of context, context means that the circumstances that form the setting for an event, statement, or idea, and in terms of which it can be fully understood. So that's the real meaning of context. So the same applies to programming as well in this case. Okay. Right. Now, coming to the next question, which you did not ask me, but I'm really sure that you have this question in mind. What is this android.r.layout.simple list item 1? If you hit on control button and take your mouse over on top of this simple list item one, you would get a layout file opened for you. How is this layout file coming in? We haven't created any in the layout folder. How does this come in from the air? From the air is it coming? Yeah, Rathod is initial state of app means context like what does it mean? I don't know. But however, you did not understand context, it seems. Context is nothing but it gives you the current state of the object or current state of the application. So for context, try to always write this or give any activities instance. You can remember this way for some time. No, no, no. I'm not. See, you might feel that I'm not comfortable in answering, but no, but no. For now, you can understand that it is the current classes instance. Slowly, when we go through the other examples, slowly you will get an idea for sure. Okay. Coming back to the second question. So the second question is about this one, android.r.layout.simple list item one. How does it come? How does it come? Is it a magic? No. Simple list item one, if you open it by hitting on the control button and holding it for some time and taking your mouse over on top of this simple list item one, you will get this one. So how is this designed? If you go to the split mode, you get to see there is only text view available. Nothing else is there. Okay. So these layouts are already defined in the SDK itself. It is in the framework itself. Okay. These layouts are in the layout itself. Sorry, are in the framework itself or the SDK itself. Why do we have to use them? Because each piece of data, such as apple, banana, guava, they get populated on top of this text view, and then all this data will be taken and will be shown on the list view. To show it on the list view, you just have to write lv dot set adapter and choose this adapter object. That's it. Nothing else to do. Okay. Now tell me if you got an understanding about an array adapter. Array adapter is used for list view, or you can also use, of course, Akanksha, you can. I will show you an example with that as well. We can customize our list view. I'll show with an example, right? Yeah. So if you run the application right now, my device is not connected. Yeah, it is connected. If you run the application right now, you'll be able to see all the data coming in a list. Where is Wiser? So you got the data in a list view. So list views are only vertically scrollable. They are not horizontally scrollable. That is one disadvantage we have. And if you rotate the screen, you get to see how it gets scrolled. See, this is how it gets scrolled. So how do I recognize which item is tapped on the list view? Okay. For every UI component, we are also seeing how it can be interacted. Right. So when the user taps on a item, how does it get recognized? Simply, you can have list view dot set. If you write set, you will get on item click listener. Maybe this one should be used. I'm not sure. You can check out the official documentation. I did not check out. I'm just giving myself a try. New adapter view dot on item click listener. So yeah, with the help of parent, you can get the exact item that is selected. So what am I supposed to do? I will write a snack bar, or let us write a toast message. Toast parent dot get item at position dot to string. Let's try this out. When kiwi is selected, I get kiwi. When plum is selected, I get plum. When lime is selected, I get lime. When apple is selected, I get apple. So this is how we listen to the clicks on the list view. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So this one, which is in gray, this one which is in gray, can be converted to lambda. So it looks easy, right? It looks so easy. Yeah. Okay. So if you understood till here, I will be comfortable in moving forward. Otherwise, it's absolutely fine, even if we drag this concept for one more day. Do not hesitate to tell me anything that you feel like. Okay. I'm not concerned with how much time I'm taking for a concept, but I'm more concerned with if you understood this or not. However, I'm giving you this as a disclaimer. You cannot expect everything to be explained, right? That is why I concentrate more on whatever I explain, you understand it well. If you understand that well, you can further explore the same concept and learn more. There are a lot of things to learn even after this course or even during this course. Apart from what is being discussed, you have so much left around to explore. Okay, be prepared and also be in the same direction. Okay, right. So I hope you understood this concept so far. That is why I'm taking this to the next level. Will that be fine? If yes, at least um, give me a thumbs up, raise a hand, or give me a S, whatever. If you don't feel like, if you want me to re-explain this concept again, you can just ping me in the chat. No, I'm absolutely fine. All right, thank you. Silence means a no. Right, moving on. So let us cut this LB for some time. I'm putting it in comments. Okay, not only this one, we will also put these things. Array adapter also, we will put it in comment. Okay. All right. Rathod is asking a question. Whenever we use on item click, in that by default comes view position ID, like so. If we have two on item click, so then what will happen? You'll get it to both the on click listeners, and basically you will never set two on click listeners for a single item. That's what. However, if in this case, if you ask me conceptually what will happen if two on-click listeners are set on a single view, both the on-click listeners will get listened or will get the information about which item is selected. Yeah, that works the same way. All right. So how do I customize my list? I want to customize my list so that I display the fruit image as well. So let us head to downloading the fruit images first, and I want to display images along with the names. So that's what I want to do. Okay. So go to your browser, go to images.google.com. Okay, I'll put it here because it can be downloaded easily. Apple Images. This one is nice, but I'm not sure if this is a JPG. Save the image to documents, batch 15, and I can write fruit list images. Okay, so this is AVIF file. Okay, so don't save it. I will only go with JPG images. Right click, save image as, yeah, JPG image, documents, batch 15, fruit list images. Let us save it as A. Now we need banana images. Author is asking what does not need to change, then view names. Then we can be use same as by default values like views view. I don't know. We does not need we do not need to change then view names. Then we can use the same as by default values like views view. No. Now I got the question. If you do not feed up any data, you will get an empty text view. You will get an empty screen displayed to you. Okay. You have to feed the list view with data. Otherwise, you'll get an empty screen. Therefore. So many bananas. I want a single banana. I'm not sure the type of the image, but save image as yeah, JPG. You can give B as the name. Click on save. Next, we have Kiwi. So Kiwi images looks fine for me. Save images. Oh, it's a WebP file. I don't want it. I want a JPG image. Just want to keep things simple. So again, WebP. Save images. Yeah, JPG. Kiwi K. Save. And then lemon. This is also JPG. I'm saving it with L as the name. Lemon after mango. Lime. Okay. Oh, now I got the difference. So far, I do not know the difference between lemon and lime. Cool. Now I got the difference. Lime, JPG. After that, what do we have? Mango. फलों का राजा आम है. During my childhood, I used to learn this. I used to repeat it after my teacher. फलों का राजा हूँ. फलों का राजा आम है. Mango and orange. Oranges are very healthy. Right. After orange, pear. This is AVIF file. Why do I get all this file? Okay, I'll write JPG images. That is fine. Now you'll only get JPG images. Pear P. You don't have other fruit name with P, no? So, oh shit, pineapple is there. Pineapple. Get this. Right click. Save image. Pineapple. Yeah, pineapple. And after that, what do we have? Plum. Plum is very Healthy fruit. I mean, every fruit is healthy. Save images. Okay. So we saved all the fruits, fortunately. Now, how do we customize the list? First of all, when creating the data, you also create an integer array of images. Okay. So how do we create an integer array of images? Simply you images equals to new integer of, let's say 10. All right. So all of this you can copy, can paste right here. You can say images of 0. So for Apple, r dot drawable dot. Okay, we need to place the images first in the drawable folder. Otherwise, how will I get the images? What am I thinking? So first grab the images from here. Batch 15, fruit list images. Copy all these images, right? Copy all these images, come back and paste it in the drawable folder. Okay. So you can take, so do not paste it in drawable v24 because it is for less resolution images. Place it in the drawable folder only. Hit OK and click on OK. So all these images will be loaded for you. You can open each one and see A, B, K, lime, lemon. Sorry, this is lime, that is lemon. Mango, orange, pear, pineapple, and plum. Yeah, we have got all the images loaded. So take 2 to 3 minutes time and do this. Thank you. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. So hope you tried this out. I'm getting a message from Rathod. Every image size is different. We are taking for list view with image. How to show all image with the same size for all in the app? Good question. So we will see how to do it. Okay. So go to main activity. Let us prepare data first. So instead of bowl, you copy images here. Images, images. I'm just making my task easy. Images, 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 images. And in the value place of apple r dot drawable dot a. A for apple. Now in the place of banana, what will you do? You write r dot drawable dot banana. Banana b. And for kiwi it is k, right? R dot drawable dot k. And then for lemon, what is it? R dot drawable dot lemon L. And for lime, it is lime only. R dot drawable dot lime. And for mango, it is R dot drawable dot mango M. And for orange, it is O. So R dot drawable dot O. And for pear, it is P only. R dot drawable dot pear P. For pineapple, it is pineapple only. R dot drawable dot pineapple. Right? And then plum. R dot drawable dot plum. Right? So we prepared the data. So in the first place of the array, we have apple in the string. And in the first place of the integer array, we have the apple. So that is how each one of them are mapped. Properly they are mapped. Great. So first of all, as we want to customize this list view, we need to create a layout file. Go to new, choose layout resource file. I will say one item design. So what am I doing here? What is the concept? The concept is to design one item and apply the same design for all the items that we have in the list view. That is the simple concept. Concept is so simple. Now change this constraint layout to linear layout. Okay, so you can hit on OK to finish this creation. Now, how I want to display each item on the recycler view. That has to be, each item on the list view that has to be designed on this one item design.xml. So how do I want to display it? First, go to the split mode. Change this height to wrap content. Change the linear layout height to wrap content without fail. Because you cannot let each item to occupy the fullest height and width of the screen. Correct? Yeah. So create an image view. So type open image view. Set the width to 100 dp. Height to 150 or height also to 100 dp only. Width is 100 dp. Height is also 100 dp. So where is your image view? Here it is in a small portion. If you want to scale it up, you can go with 200 dp and 200 dp. So this is your image view. Seems a little big, but it's cool. Nice. So give this an ID. I'd like to call it fruits image or fruits underscore image. Let us display a sample image. So to display an image, src can be used, and you can display some sample image like apple. But all the images, as it was told by Rathod, are of different sizes. If you put orange, it looks differently. Correct? So we have an attribute called scale type. If you put it to center, crop, if you put it to center crop, you get the images in the same size. Okay. Pear. That is for pear fruit. Pineapple. Okay. Let us see how lime gets displayed. Lime, lemon. This is lime. So all the fruits are displayed in the same styling. Right. So next to the image view. So what I would do is I will set the orientation to horizontal. And now I will also write a text view here. So text view, width to match parent or width to wrap content, height to match parent. Height also we can go with wrap content. That is no problem. Wrap content. Display some text on it. I would like to call Apple. I would like to put Apple because I just want to design it somehow. So this also has to have an ID. I would like to call it fruits name. Let us increase the text size 20 sp. 20 sp is very good, right? Text style to bold. That is also nice. Text color to hash followed by 3 zeros. That gives me a black. You can tap on this black color dot, put your cursor somewhere, nice, and give it a dark shade. Okay. Now you can also go with gravity attributes value and set it to center. Oh shit, I don't like this image view to coming to the center of the screen, so I don't want to do it. Instead, I have a different option. If you make the width to match parent and height also to match parent on the text view, you get to set the gravity attributes value to center. That's nice, right? So now if you see the blueprint of this design, you are only occupying the space you need across the height of the screen, leaving the space for the rest of the items to fall in. That is the very reason we made the layout height attributes value to wrap content instead of match parent. Right? Now, Rathod, is your question clear? Is your doubt clarified? Now, around this layout, we will also have a margin with space 5 dips. So we'll get a small border around this design. Cool, this looks fine for me. We have fruits image, we have fruits name, we have got one item design. We apply the same item for all, the same design we will apply for all the items on the list view. For that, you need to create a class, public class. I would like to call it custom list view, custom LV, and we will be extending something called base adapter. Now you may ask me, Pawan, how do you know this? From the official documentation. See, and you will be overriding one get view method. We will override it. Alt enter, implement methods. Yeah, override all these things. I'm not having a problem with it. Anyway, we will not use all these things. Get item ID, we don't use it at all because for this case we don't need them. That is why I'm putting them down this get view. So we will only be using these two methods, get count and get view. You're welcome, Rathod. So in the get count method, I'll return 10 because I know how many items are there. Okay. So for get view, you're supposed to return a view type object. Okay. You're supposed to return a view type object. So how is it being implemented? Okay, we are using convert view here. Okay, if the convert view is null, we are inflating a layout or we are attaching a layout, and then we are returning that convert. As simple as that. The get view method. Based on the position, also you can populate the data. Very simple implementation. If this is there, no convert view. If this is null, what do? We will write convert view is equal to layout inflator dot from pass this or main activity dot this dot inflate. What layout do I want to inflate? R dot layout dot one item design. I want to inflate it to the parent object, which is view group. I mean to say the list view group. The list view group. Okay. And finally, I don't want to attach it to the list view permanently. Now, initialize the image view. So image view IV equals to convert view dot find view by ID. R dot ID dot image fruits image. In the similar way, you can also connect the text view. Text view TV equals to convert view dot find view by ID. R dot ID dot fruits name. Now populate data. How do we populate data? Simple, based on the position. So IV dot set image resource. And what is the images of position? In the same way, TV, which is the text view, dot set text of what? Names are bubble. Okay, yeah. Bubble of position. Simple. Once all this is done, you can return this convert view. So each item will be populated like this and it is sent. Now, how do I display data on top of the list view? First of all, create an object for custom LV equals to new custom LV. All right. Now simply LV dot set adapter of custom LV. Hope you're done. Let us run the project and see if we get the output or not. See, you got the output. Apple, banana, kiwi. You're getting it. Lemon, lime, mango, orange, pear, pineapple, and plum. This is cool, right? This is cool. At least I like this. I'm not sure if you like it or not. So we can leave this thing like on-click listener can be left like this. However, you're not supposed to get the item at position. Instead, you can display names or bubble of position. Now, if you run the application, you get to see if you tap on one item, you will get that item displayed in the toast message. I tap on apple, I get apple. I tap on kiwi, I get kiwi. I tap on lime, I get lime. I tap on orange, I get orange. I tap on plum, I get plum. Simple, quite easy. Now, I want you to try your hands on it and create an application for kids. So the assignment will be take out some time and create an application for kids. When you tap, you display all the alphabets in the list view along with the as in names. Okay. When the when the user clicks on an item, I mean, yeah, just try to display some data. That is enough. We will further improvise this project once there is some improvement, right? Hope you all enjoyed this session. Yeah, kids, for kids. Why not? Why not for kids, Rathod? So with this concept that you learned, you can apply that for an application which can be used by kids. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, for kids in the sense it's not. Okay, right. So please try this example. I will be pushing this code to Bitbucket. Right. Properties. Git and dot git commit list view git push. Okay, let us check how many remotes are there. Origin main. Okay. Git push origin main master. Nice. Let's check this repository. Yeah, it is thrown into Bitbucket. Right. So you have it here. Guys, this link is accessible for you. Please try to utilize this link. If there are doubts on this concept, if you want me to repeat anything in the concept, please let me know tomorrow. All right. Try your hands on it and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow will, if there is a need, I'll repeat the concept. Okay. I don't think there is a need. If you just try to do this, you'll get it automatically. But if you still have a problem, please let me know. I will help you with that. Thank you so much for your cooperation, by the way. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.